It's the one and only 5D transformations, and we're here. I wanted to talk about something that is purely connected to power, and this is a gift I want to give you. So listen very clearly because um, I want to read something, and this is referenced from the book, The 48 Laws of Power, and this is the 10th law, and that law says, "Infection, avoid the unhappy and unlucky." Okay. Now, when we talk about this, there is a quote that I think would be very good to read to give you some perspective on this. And so, if you read the quote, it says, "Recognize the fortunate so that you may choose their company, and the unfortunate so that you may avoid them. Misfortune is usually the crime of folly, and among these who suffer from it, there is no malady more contagious. Never open your door to the least of misfortunes, for if you do, many others will follow in its train. Do not die of another's misery." And this was Baltasar Gracian. So this person was around in the 1600s and was dropping this game. And years later, you have to understand that this principle still applies. Uh, One thing I want to reference for anybody who's seen the movie Sinners, if you haven't seen it, I don't want to spoil it, but I won't say anything too drastic, but what I will say is um, you'll notice that dynamic play out dramatically where the vampires there, people want to come in. People are trying to get in, but they can't get in without their permission. And what you got to understand is that's how life is. People of low energy, low frequency toxicity can only linger in your life if you give them the space to. And that's one of the most dangerous things you can do. You have to avoid the negativity. And what it explains in this chapter that's very important is that the biggest issue with allowing yourself to be infected or connect with people that are in conditions that aren't the best, aligning with where you want to go, is the entanglement. Eventually, if once you build a connection with them, it's going to be so much harder to break that. And it's better off to just avoid it all, altogether, than to entangle and then have to deal with the struggle of cutting the cord, which can lead to resentment, which can lead to them feeling some type of way or whatever. So you just avoid it. If you understand this principle and you do it early, it lessens any attachment so that you're not entangled with that low vibration. um, there are so many people who are struggling. One thing I talk about a lot on this channel is narcissism. It's a prime example. You don't want to entangle with narcissistic dynamics or try to play around with it. It's best to avoid it altogether. And that's how you got to look at it completely. If you want to be wealthy, you want to avoid being around the poor. It's just the way it is. If you want to be in shape, you want to avoid being around people who are eating junk and never work out. You want to be around people who do work out. And I think the problem is people take that so lightly, and they don't understand that just by following this principle, it will shift their life experiences dramatically. So that is the lesson I wanted to share with you. I'm going to be dropping different nuggets as well from the 48 Laws of Power. Very wonderful book. The 50th Law of Power is really my favorite, but man, the 48 Laws is just one of those classic books that give you so much game, and it's just a beautiful thing to share. So I appreciate you all listening. Make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to join the Patreon. We got a bunch of different courses on there. The MBTI course, the narcissism, it's called Untethered, How to Break Free from Narcissist Entanglements. We have the dating and attraction course on there. So go check out the power. And then we got the Pyramidian coaching course, which is the main one. That's where I put personal videos for life coaching on there. I update it weekly. I'm going to begin to get back to having the new videos updated this week. So I'm going to be dropping some powerful stuff in there. So, make sure to hop in there, and I'll see you all in the next video. It's the one and only 5D Transformations. Peace.